It's Umo Akinshelure, one of your counselors from Bridge Clinic. From us in Bridge Clinic, it's been 25 years of conceiving joy. We are in our 25th year anniversary, and as part of our celebrations, we are telling our stories. We wanted to hear from real people who have had successful treatments with us. Today, I have the pleasure of welcoming Mrs. Omofolake Odesheye to share her interesting fertility story. I know that we'll be inspired by her fertility journey. Mrs. Odesheye, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and thank you for speaking with me today. I'd like to ask and start by asking, of course, for how long did you perhaps get married and, wait before you considered IVF treatment?
Okay, I got married in 2021.
Okay.
I'm trying to get pregnant on before then.
Before then.
So after we got married, it wasn't forthcoming. 2013, a friend told me about IVF and Bridge Clinic. So I decided to give it a try. But I came in and went back, and later on I came back and decided on going
ahead.
Yeah.
So it was a friend that told you about Bridge Clinic?
Yes, a friend told me about Bridge Clinic.
This friend, had she perhaps had treatment before, or she just happened to know?
Okay, she has a sister that had the same issues and told her about Bridge and IVF, so she decided to communicate the story to me too, and I decided to give it a try too.
Okay, so you got to know about it from your friend and you came to Bridge Clinic, and then you said you came, you went back.
Yes, I wasn't sure.
You weren't sure?
Yes.
What were you thinking about? What were your thoughts at the time?
I was young, so making decision was kind of tough, and I wanted to be sure if I wanted this. So we had to come ask some questions and go back home to discuss it within me and my husband.
You said I was young. Actually, you're still young. Yes. Because it's not that long ago. We're just talking about, 2021 here. So you went home, you discussed with your husband. How was his response? Was he amenable to the idea, or was he resistant?
As far as you're happy, you want this, I'm here with you. So we decided to take the step. We're happy with it.
Okay, so you went on to take the bold step of coming in to have a treatment in Bridge Clinic. How was your experience?
If I must say, there's a lady then here. She's superb. Everyone around was excellent, and I didn't regret coming in, and I was planning to come in till I'm done having kids. It was a great experience.
Okay. So it sounds like you might have been a little bit apprehensive. What part of the treatment were you concerned about? Maybe not looking forward to, or you had some fears. What aspect of the treatment?
When I came in, they gave me a nurse to check up on me. Even when I had questions that were silly, she was actually there for me. I guess Nurse Busola, I can't really remember.
Yes.
She's always here to check up, call me, even when I'm tired of not talking. She's always, don't worry, I'm here for you. She drops message, she calls, and I think that's alone gets me coming and feeling that I'm safe.
Okay, and so you had your first attempt at IVF.
Yes.
And what was the outcome of that first attempt?
Yeah, my first attempt, it was successful, yeah. And afterwards, I lost the baby, but I came back and I have something to show for the second attempt. I have an 8-year-old daughter to show for the second attempt, and I'm happy she's there.
That's great. So your first attempt, successful, but along the line, how many weeks pregnant did you?
I was 26 weeks.
Oh, at 26 weeks, you lost the pregnancy, which must have been very hard for you. But you had the courage to come right back to have another treatment done. And that went well, as you're successful the second time?
Yes, it was a success too.
It was a success the second time. And then we have now
A baby girl.
a baby girl. So we have a beautiful 8-year-old girl
Yes.
to show for that effort.
Yes. It's
What else? What do you want to tell us about her? Is she different? Did you have those kind of fears? I know you're more of a millennial. Did you have those kind of concerns that old school people used to have?
Okay, when we came in and I told my mom about it, she was like, no, planted baby, how? How do you survive this? So after the first attempt, she was like, I told you, but I kept coming back because the nurse was there to put me through after the first attempt. So the second time we had the baby, it's so funny that I was always checking every part of her if it's actually complete to be sure that I have a baby, not a doll. And my mom was always doing the Nigerian mommy tradition thing, and she's always wanting to confirm that, is this real? Is she the normal baby? She's as perfect as every other one I know.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And it's surprising that some people still think in that way. But I want to say, probably if your mom did not influence your thoughts, you wouldn't have that concern at all, because you're a younger person. IVF has been around for some time. I'm sure you know other people who have done IVF before. Did you know people that have done it before?
Aside the lady that spoke to me about it, I haven't heard about it before. I Googled it. I listened to radio. I think I was lucky to listen to a radio station one day, and they spoke about IVF, and a woman came in, her baby was 13 years then, and she said it was fine. So it didn't really give me more, it gave me more courage to feel that, okay, I'm going to have a real baby, not the other way around.
Yes. Okay, so she came in, successfully, you had her, and I'm sure if you compare her with other children, like she's in school, I'm sure.
Yes, she is. She's in year 3 now.
She's in year 3 in her school. I mean, there's really no difference between her and any other child in her class.
Yes, there's no difference. Except if I tell you she's an IVF baby, you don't need to know. You won't know that she's from IVF. So she's a
absolutely. So it's really an opportunity for us to actually bust that myth that people may still have. I know it's not a lot of people, but a few people may still think that there will be a difference. But absolutely, we can see from her that there's absolutely no difference. It's just how you got pregnant that is different. But when you actually have a baby, pretty much the same.
Yes, it's the same. The only difference is the implantation, every other
process.
The way everyone had their baby, how they nurtured it, how she was growing. She even grew faster. She started walking 1 year, she started talking less than a year, and everything was very fast. She's okay. She's everything I wanted. So
absolutely great. So she's doing well. We've enjoyed having her, and we're still basking in that. And then did we think of number 2?
Yes, number 2, very soon.
And that's why we're here?
Yes,
so we're back in treatment for number 2.
Yes, baby number 2. This time, twins.
Twins this time. Absolutely important that we have twins this time.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to wish you the very best in this treatment process that you're currently in.
Yeah.
I pray that you have twins, since that is the desire of your heart.
Yes, twins.
And just as how your 8-year-old daughter is and perfect and all that, I am also sure that your twins will be just as wonderful and brilliant.
Yes, sir. I'm sure God will put us through.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, thank you.
I really want to thank you for having this conversation with me today. And I know that it's going to inspire so many other women who are just sitting there and wondering, should I take that step? Because like you said, you were young. Yeah. Really. How many? 9 years ago. You were quite young. Yeah. So it was a courageous step for you to take at that time. There's probably another young woman right now who is sitting at home and asking herself, should I take this step or should I wait until many more years? And I think, what would be your advice to that woman?
To everyone seeking for the fruit of the womb, if you can afford an IVF, it's the best way, it gives more peace, and it comes faster with God and their support. So I advise anyone who can afford this should please try to. We have an healthy baby, so I'm sure you're going to have an healthy baby too.
Thank you so much. So you've heard it from Mrs. Odesheye, that go straight ahead and do what you have to do and don't worry about a thing. I thank you so much.
You're welcome.
May God bless you and may God strengthen you and your baby and your upcoming twins. Now you've heard from the beautiful Mrs. Odesheye, and she said to you, do not waste time. Go straight in for treatment. Don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. There is a solution out there, and we have that solution here in Bridge Clinic. With God helping us, we have a lot of more interesting stories for you, and we want you to join in so you hear more inspiring stories from real people who have had treatment here with us in Bridge Clinic. Until our next video, it's a goodbye from me.